Hey guys, welcome to this new video, and I'm excited to talk about today's topic, how to create really good converting UGC creative for your Facebook, TikTok and Instagram campaigns. So my name is Hung and I am running a social media ad agency in Germany for almost 4 years now, and we are creating a lot of campaigns, videos, graphics for our clients to really drive sales and leads and make them more revenue. And lately we've been trying to ramp up our creative production, meaning the landscape changed in that sense that 4 years ago you just could rely more on the Facebook side of things. You didn't need to have such good ad creative to really get good results for your clients, because there weren't as much advertisers as of today, and the algorithms were just way smarter and better at delivering results for your clients. So, meaning today you need to have really good converting creatives to really get your clients really good sales and leads and good quality overall. And to achieve that, we are trying just to maximize the output of creative we can generate for our clients, and not only the quantity but also the quality. And in that process we've been facing of course challenges, and I'm just here to share with you some of the challenges we are facing and faced, to give you some tips on how to create really good UGC creative and how to build a really good pipeline to be able to always to facilitate a lot of creatives for your clients fast and really good quality. So for all of you guys that don't know what UGC means or UGC content is, it's user generated content. And it's basically content generated by users, as the name tells. And it's a form of advertising that is coming from the last 2 years, and it's getting more and more. It's a kind of authentic style, TikTok style, Instagram style of content you've been seeing on the platforms lately, I guess. And we as advertisers for our clients are generating it or trying to facilitate it more, because it's like a kind of authentic way to tell your story and to present your product or services. And there are basically 4 steps to really create UGC content, and that is first, of course, sourcing the creator. The second step is really briefing the creator, giving them a plan, what they should execute. The next step is, of course, quality assurance, and then I would say it's the iteration phase, because in performance marketing we are all about testing and optimizing our ad creatives and our campaigns, and that is also analyzing the performance of the UGC that was created and how to really optimize it. And now we are going back to step 1, of course, the sourcing. What's important if you source creators for your UGC? What should you look out for? And that is first what we've been facing. So at the beginning when we started, we just looked out for creators who were interested to generate UGC content, and we didn't look at the setup, because I believe that most of the people have iPhone quality. And then I noticed not all people have iPhones. They use older phones, maybe phones with lower quality videos, and that you should look out for in sourcing directly. I am now just looking for people who have a really good quality camera, because that's not something that's always been given, and that will save you a lot of time if you just write in your basically job description that they should have iPhone quality. So that's the first thing. The next thing is you should have a clear idea of the setup, because a lot of UGC creator, and especially when they are starting out new, they don't have any idea about the setup. So you need to give them a clear direction how they should set up their background, that it's not messy, maybe not just a white wall, so it just has a more aesthetic look. And of course the lighting, so important. So they should create content near at the windows, so it's just lighting, it just looks natural, and have a clear picture for you. And the next important thing to look out for when you're source creators, of course, their energy and how they deliver before the camera. Because in the end, what a UGC creative is kind of a salesperson that just communicates to your target audience, and tells the story about your product and service and how this product or service can solve their problem. And if the UGC creator isn't able to really communicate effectively and authentically before the camera, then in the end it doesn't matter how good they look, how good the setup is, how good your storyboard is, it won't convert that great. So what we've been facing, in the past, or also last week as example, we just looked at the creators kind of pictures, and they look good on pictures, but we didn't sometimes look at, or we didn't demand a video to see how they perform in front of camera. And that is a mistake, because sometimes people look good on pictures, but they can't tell your story. They are not experienced content creator, video content creator, and that makes it hard. And the next thing is, they should have some kind of relationship with your product and service, because in the end, if they don't know your product and service, they, or the target audience that sees this creative, will notice it, because they don't care as much as deeply. They don't really understand the target audience, and you should make sure that even if they don't have that great of a relation or that deep of a relationship with the product and service, you need to brief them really good to give them a really deep understanding about the problem your target audience is facing, and also how your product or service is solving their problems and is maybe better than different products and services in the marketplace. And the last step, of course, is where can you source the creators? This is of course the most important part, and I just can speak of the German market right now, because we are sourcing right now UGC creators, so German speaking UGC creators. And what we are using lately is, first let's get to my laptop here, GetPolar. GetPolar is a service where it's like an agency. Also you tell them what you kind of need, what kind of creator, what age, what look, what demographic, what product and service, and they will look for you for creators that are interested to working with you and your client. So you will see here, just showing you the prices. So for one content phase, basically it's 40 euros, and for they have two packages. We've been working now with both packages. And the first is basically just, they will give you a list with creators that are interested, and then you just book them and do the whole project management. The other plan is where they also help you do the project management for this kind. And here you have different phase packages. 5 content phases. That's what we are currently using a lot. We want to just have 5 content phases instantly, and then we can just talk to them and book them for it. The other platform, or the pro here, is in comparison to other platforms, is you have the direct contact information with the creator, meaning after that UGC creative for a client, you also can book them for other clients if they fit the services. And a lot of other platforms like Speakly, as example, it's you book through the marketplace and for the specific content, meaning every time you're working again and you want to book them again, they will charge a fee. And here you Get Polar, you pay one time, and then you basically can work with them and don't need to pay Get Polar again. So that's for it. There are of course other ways, more time-consuming ways like direct outreach. We've been trying that in the past, and it takes just too much time. But for some cases, or in the future, if you have a bigger team, that's of course a legit way to contact just content creators. You look out for them in specific like hashtags, fitness, health, relationships, whatever you need, and then look for content creators that fit your kind of persona you want to work with. And the next step after you source the creator is also the most important step, the creative brief. So creative brief just means it's a document you're giving the creator. So one where you give them directions, like a script, what they should talk about, how they should start, how the setup should look like, and so on and so on. And really important before the creative, or more important than the creative brief, is the research beforehand. So if you're working with a client, the product and service, you need to have a deep understanding of the marketplace, of the target audience, how their life looks like, what is the problem they are facing and your product and service can help with. And also like what other products are there on the market and how you can position your product, your service in a way that makes it appealing for the target audience in the end to act on it, to buy it, and to sign up for the product and service. So this is a topic I won't get really deep into it because I have different videos and it would just take too long to just explain the whole process. But it's really, really important. That's why I make an exclamation mark. Please, please, please pay attention and do your research on that topic. Okay, then the next step is creating a brief, writing a script, giving them, there are a lot of different ways how you can like interact with the target audience. And what I love using is the software, it's called Foreplay. And Foreplay is basically software, it's a Chrome extension, and you can like save ads you or content you see on Facebook, on Instagram, or on TikTok, and it lives forever in your library. And why is it so good is in your research phase, if you're thinking about, what can I create? You can go back to your library, and if you have a good library of cool ads you saw, you just can reference it.
Okay, like so time this person asked, why am I always wearing the shark bracelet? So I wanted to give.
TikTok made me buy it. It's a popular, also like a hook, an angle. A lot of UGC creators and UGC content is using. And it's also important because you can show your UGC creator what you're trying to achieve and how their creative should look like. Because that's a problem we have faced before, is you have an idea in your mind as a creative, but you're not good at communicating it with your UGC creator, often with your creative people. So you need to have a really good just inspiration, give them just a lot of examples so they know what you're talking about. Because a lot of times you're saying, it should pop, it should like grab attention, and these are just like words, and a lot of creatives, what does it even mean? So you should have examples to show them, to give them a feel about how your content or how their content should look like, what you imagine, and yeah, so that's grateful. And the next step, of course, the brief that we like to use. It's also like a new function. It's in beta right now in foreplay, and we've been trying it a little bit, and here you see you can give a description. This is a UGC brief I'm working on right now. You can add inspiration, so I've added inspiration how it should look like, and this is 3 reasons why UGC content I want to create with the robo voice of TikTok. And then you tell them the ad specs, the video format, give them a direct script, give them the video content, the shot list, how it should look like, and also the copy. Right, and then they have a really good idea at what they should be creating. They are much faster because they don't need to put a lot of time into it, because you help them to make the best, or you give them more time to concentrate on what really matters. And that is really for the UGC creator to really be able to communicate it perfectly for your audience. So after you've created a really bomb-ass creative brief that you're sending out now to the creator, where he has all the information he needs to really give you a good converting video, then of course they will send you the end product, the video, and you need to do quality assurance. You need to share with the client and let them look, see if there are any improvements, any iterations you need to make. And that's why it's also important to have a bomb-ass creative brief, so they don't need to make a lot of improvements after they send you the first iteration, because you gave them all the information and gave them a script and gave them shot lists and showed them a lot of inspiration how it should look like. So there's no way of misunderstanding, kind of. So that's basically it. That's our whole kind of UGC creation process of right now. It will change, of course, because you make experiences, you make mistakes, and you learn from them, and you try to optimize the whole process. And that's also something I want to give to you, that don't overthink it, just do and learn. That's basically it. Do and learn. Because the more you do something, the better you get at it. The better you notice, oh, here are challenges, oh, here it takes too long, how can I make it better, that the pipeline just flows smoother. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel. I've really tried to share what's working for me and what's not working for me, and give you a transparent, honest insight on my journey. So we see us in the next video, and yeah, remember to subscribe. Thanks.